Okay, so we're going to continue the video here with this problem. So I wrote it out. Now, remember, we want to take that smaller y term and take it to the other side, and that will help us so that we're not getting negative variables, because negative variables are more annoying, I think. So we're going to subtract 3y from both sides. And you'll see why I said to draw a line down the middle always, and then that helps you make sure you don't mess up. So this is 2y, we got plus 4 still, equals 6, because the 3y and negative 3y cancel. Now we subtract 4 from both sides. 2y equals 2, which then is y equals 1, right? Divide both sides by 2. I'll put that in there just so you see. Okay, so we're going to keep going. 3x plus 11 equals 2x plus 6. So I'm going to do 2 steps at once in this, and so you'll see how this works. So I'm going to do it like this. Minus 2x, okay, minus 2x. And then I'm going to take the 11 and get it to the other side by subtracting 11. Ooh, that's a minus. From that side, and then subtracting 11 on this side. Okay, seems like a lot, but it will make it easier. It's less steps to do. The video again. What is with the internet? I don't know what's going on. Hopefully this is going to keep working or I'll be upset. So this is x on this side. Okay. And then we have no variable terms over here. And then the 2x and minus x cancel. And then it's 6 minus 11, which is negative 5. And you can check or just believe me. Okay, 11 plus 6p equals 4p plus 5. Again, I'm going to do the 2 steps at once here. So in this one, I'm going to subtract 11 from that side, and then I'm going to subtract 4p. Oh, that's confusing. I'm just going to do the 1 step again, because it's going to start getting confusing if I don't. So minus 6p, or minus 4p from both sides. So we're left with 11 plus 2p equals 5. Subtract 11. 2p equals negative 6. P, divide both sides by 2. P equals negative 3. Now we got some distributive property problems. So we're going to have to do the distributive property first. And then we can simplify. But there's a trick, okay? And I'll teach it to you for these two, but it's not going to apply to the one here because there's a second term there. But if all you have on one side of the equal sign is one thing and it's distributive property, not like the distributive property plus an extra term, then you can actually do a different step. So this is 4 times the quantity of x minus 3 equals 20. And since you can pretend that this whole thing is an x term or an unknown, so since you're multiplying 4 times that, you can actually divide by 4 on that side and divide by 4 on this side. Then you would just have x minus 3 on that side. And then on the other side, you'd have 20 divided by 4, which is 5. And so then that's actually something super easy. So if you simplify before and divide both sides by 4, it makes it easier than doing distributive property and solving it out. But the reason why I say maybe not to do that is so that you don't do it in this kind of problem, because you can't do it in this problem. Okay, so then you add 3, x equals 8. Okay, so for this one here, we have 2 times the whole quantity of x plus 5 equals 16. So again, we can divide by 2. We can get rid of that 2, divide both sides by 2. So you're left with just x plus 5 equals 8. Right, 16 divided by 2 is 8. So that whole quantity is what's left after you get rid of the 2, and it's equals 8. So subtract 5 from both sides. X equals 3. Okay, So now we're on 2 more problems here. So we have 8x minus 3x minus 10 equals 20. So first we're going to simplify. Remember scam, simplify. So we simplify first. So 8x minus 3x equals 5x. So now this is 5x minus 10 equals 20. So now we're going to add 10. Add 10. 5x equals 30. Divide both sides by 5. X equals 6. And then this last one is the reason why I said to not necessarily jump and divide both sides by that number, because you can't. Because there's this other term. So first we're going to do the distributive property here. This is all we're going to do first. Okay. So we distribute a copy of the 2 to the x and the 2 to the 6. So that's 12. Now I'm going to plug that whole thing in where it was. So this is now 7x plus 2x plus 12 equals 39. I'm going to leave the equals 39. Okay. Now I'm going to combine 7x plus 2x because after simplifying, now I combine like terms, right? Collect the variables, combine like terms. So 7x plus 2x is 9x. And then I leave plus 12 equals 39. Now, I know this seems like a lot of steps. Subtract 12, subtract 12. This is 9x equals 27. Divide both sides by 9. You get x equals 3. So that is how you do these more complicated problems. And I would maybe suggest trying some of these challenging ones to see if you understand.